JD3. I'm fucking with it right now.
This is what I believe in, so I gotta get this shit done. Nobody making me my ready for too much. I got this shit on my good ground, so that mean I gotta come.
Come in hitting that like button.
Cause I'm having fun. We was struggling so bad, I ain't had a strength. Step forward, you fresh me to say going into the right direction, so I'm keeping it left home. You know how to write, sell you like, cause I was all by myself. I don't move back, cause I've been so they why I take my time.
Come in hitting that like button. What it do? LSU, what's happening? What we doing around? Hopefully y'all don't mind me promote my young nigga, man. JD3. Man, I'm cooling too, bro. A little cooler, man. When y'all come in hitting that like button, man, cooling. I just came here to get y'all some more. Like I say, y'all know we might not be the most popular, but y'all definitely fucking with a blogger who tapped in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely tapped in. You know, really, when it comes to business, man, y'all can get a lot of that business here first. You know, we ain't gotta go nowhere else. You can get the business right here first though, man. So how everybody doing, man? First of all, afternoon. Just came in from a little lunch, little lunch, little brunch. Uh, so I was having a conversation with one of my partners. Let me get into another track too, though. I'm fucking with JD3 right now. So hey, it is what it is. Having a conversation with my partner, you know, the Gucci Mane shit is the topic of hand. You heard me? It's a topic. So you know the Gucci Mane, far as is Gucci. Do y'all feel like Gucci the worst CEO ever? Because me personally, I got a different way to look at things. So we gonna get into how I feel about it, and I'm gonna piggyback off a little bit of y'all, conversation. 'Cause I don't feel like it's as bad as people really think or make it seem. Make sure y'all go tap in Mr. LSU show too, though, man. He be on in the morning, man. You can catch him on. Excuse me. You can catch him on early in the morning. Uh, yeah, breaking down shit. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. He on there. So it don't cost shit to just tap in and say hello, catch a few topics. Like for sure, for sure. He on there in the morning. So y'all go tap into him. But let me ask y'all this question though, like I was saying, man. How many of y'all people feel like Gucci Mane the worst CEO ever? I'm just asking a question. Gucci changing his lifestyle. Right, right, right. So we was having a conversation, and this was sparred my rebuttal with my partner, how we were chopping it up. Miss Muffin, how you doing? He said that Gucci gotta understand that you can't freeze these young niggas out. And I was like, hold on. This business. So when you politic it, like when a street nigga get into the business world, they got to understand. Like everybody who y'all seen going back to Ruthless Records and Ice Cube, they going in there and breaking shit. They a freak. The gorilla shit is it only gets you so far in the real world, in the grand scheme of things, right? So, in saying that, he said, well, maybe it was get back for Scar. I said, oh, Then you heard Scar's sister talking, right? You heard Scar's sister talking. Let me take a intermission. You heard Scar's sister talking. JD3, Hardaway. We promote him all month, though. It is what it is. I might be managing him or something. You know what I'm saying? Lifestyle facts, though. So, man, I'm cooling. So, I'm under the impression like this, bro. Whenever, if a nigga give you the ball, you supposed to make something happen with it. So, this is a question that I want to ask y'all. When an artist die, right? Like Gucci had a lot of artists die on his roster. Then, like you said, a lot of people say he cut people from the roster. Okay. Besides Pooh Shiesty, maybe Fujiano, and I would throw Big Scar in there. I would say he maybe broke even with Big Scar. How many artists from the 1017 roster you would say was profitable? How much money do you think he made off of those 1017 guys? Cause I'm going somewhere with this though. Somebody answer that for me though. How much money? I'm talking about our Memphis artists. I'm talking about besides Pooh Shiesty. Fuck the Memphis artists, just in general. Besides Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano, because he cut everybody else from the label. Besides those two guys, how much profit do y'all feel like Gucci Mane made off of those artists? All right then. Okay then. And even when it come to Big Scar, I would say he broke even. Respectfully, Big Scar really was a mixtape rapper, an underground mixtape rapper for the most part. How many plaques Big Scar have? This is why I say he broke even with him. And I'm a Memphis nigga, but I'm just saying, how many plaques y'all feel like Big Scar? He got a gold plaque, he got a platinum plaque, or he just a stream warrior? Like he done. Big Walk Dog had a hit for sure, for sure. Big Walk Dog had a hit. Big Walk Dog had a hit. How many plaques do you think he made off of the gal? Plex is the real. That's how these CEOs get their money back though. The records gotta sell. It's cool to stream, but the records gotta sell. You know, this shit gotta sell. How much shit over there was selling? Let's talk about that. So what I'm saying is, when you sign an artist, hard to tell, but think they made money. Okay, so when you sign an artist, you taking a chance on 'em, right? Especially like they were saying, underground rappers who ain't got no bud. So basically, you going to get somebody baby, right? You going to get somebody baby who you done might have seen on the internet who got 300,000 views. So according to your market, as a guy who just got a little buzz, 300,000, 300,000 views. If I come snatch you up, give you a chain, give you a car, front you, however it go, advance 75, 50, 60, 70, 100,000. How I use you? What I do wrong? What I do wrong? I just seen you on the internet. I took a chance on you. You've been on my label for 2, 3 years. We done put out some shit. It ain't amount to nothing. Now I drop you. I'm wrong. You ain't made me no money. I doubt he would have dropped Big Scar because it seemed like him and Big Scar had a connection. Big Scar had a couple 1017 chains. You know, he didn't end with the same one he started with. And he had a lot of good words about Big Scar. He called Big Scar his secret weapon. But check this out though. You just said something, right? Insurance money. That's what I want to get on, right? Check this out. My granddaddy my granddaddy put insurance on me when I was a little boy. I've been had the same insurance plan since I was moved in with my granny. So put it like this. When you knew better, you do better, right? How many of us right now that already, if you ain't put insurance on your kid, it's already in your mind like I'm bullshit. I got to get insurance on myself and I got to have it on my kid. So check it out. A lot of these young men I already grew up in the streets thugging and bugging, right? Thugging, doing this and doing that. Why don't the parents even attempt to put insurance on their kids instead of waiting on somebody else to do it, saying what the record labels and shit ain't did? Why the parents don't do it? It's the parents' responsibility to do this type of shit. So in the times of some things where people lose their lives, you're not worried about what nobody else ain't did. It would be nice if somebody do something, but when you was alive, motherfuckers be having homeboys that got money tall as the wall. You should never get on the internet talking about what somebody ain't did for you. You should never get on the internet, especially when a motherfucker living a life of crime. Why we ain't got no insurance on them anyway? When a motherfucker thugging, why we ain't got no insurance on our babies that we love so much anyway? That shit cheap when they first born. That shit cheap. Should never have to make it to the internet talking about what ain't nobody did. That shit cheap. Guess what? You know why I said that I was having a conversation, like I said, with my partner. And I remember last year, me and my daddy got to talk about home or insurance. I didn't want to talk about it at first. But before the year was out, I had like 4 elders in my family died. Like, damn, we gotta speak about this insurance. And just thinking about it, if you ain't never left me, did shit for me while we was here, while you was here, then damn right, let's talk about some insurance. So if you want to, if you got it on your mind that we can talk about it, that you want to talk about, I'm gonna make sure your ass leave me something and not nothing. Yeah, yeah, pops. I don't want you gone, but if you do, so had leave before. Hey, oh, 150. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 150. They gotta understand. Big Scar and most street niggas, everything that you see, it don't matter if it's 150, 200,000. Man, that's pretty much everything. Marte, what's going on? That's pretty much everything. When you a street nigga, you know how to make 100,000 look good. You know how to make 100,000 look like 200,000. One day you get all 50s. You go get your 20s. You go get yeah. So to the outside, it look like you doing more than what you really doing. You got a couple phones, you got a couple chains, you got 150. You can keep the sack. That's all these young niggas really want. So I guarantee you, when most of those rappers was around Gucci, they wasn't drugging and thugging and no. They did that shit when they weren't around him. When they get back around they people that's codependents. The ticket. Bro, the ticket. You gotta let him do what he do. So I'm just really trying to see how is Gucci Mane really the blame for, or not even Gucci. I can understand the CEOs that really, when you really have some type of success and they take from you, TLC, uh, crisscross, shit like that. But when I just gave you a chance, brought you to the dance, and you ain't really do shit, man, you can't. Hey, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So I really think this narrative of Gucci Mane, far as him being like I said, Gucci Mane is a better A&R when you think about it from this standpoint. He no talent, but and when you think about it like that, he's one of them guys. If your career already jumping, he know how to. Yeah, he can't really build a bear. He can't build a bear, but he can help you get there. If you got some, he can't build a bear, but he take a chance on you. So, like I'm saying, who really take chances on niggas in the hood? Who really take chances on the chanceless? You got to do the same shit you were doing before you got signed to make a nigga notice you even more. Niggas just want people to take care of them so much, though. Niggas want daddies. Everybody want daddies, though. Daddies, dad. Everybody need a baba. Everybody need a baba. Everybody need a baba. Nigga be 40 years old and want daddies. 40 years old and want daddies. Still want sponsors and shit. Man, listen here. I thought I'm from the generation of real shit. Once a nigga bring you around the action, you supposed to make a way. If you got access to the action, man, you ain't supposed to be asking no man for nothing. I'm around the action. I thought that was the generation we grew up in, a Memphis nigga making anywhere. That ain't the generation that's going on right now. The generation is really the action. Bye bye. Cause I'm from the generation where, like I said, a nigga being around the action, you gonna come up. I just need to be around a little action. me get my a big toe in the door. Let me get a big toe in the door. These boys need to get them everything. They need everything. Damn, man. Ain't nobody gonna love you like mama. You see what I'm saying? When you get into the real world, they still need mama love. They still need a nigga to guide them. Oh, I got fucked. Ain't nobody tell me this. Who was telling your ass this and that when you was out there on the block? Wasn't nobody telling you that then. One thing for sure, man. Opportunities don't come that often, especially to change your life. So I feel like, man, we use a lot of words loosely, man. We use a lot of words real loosely out here, though. And I ain't saying, bro, put everybody in the best predicament far as contract wise, but you know, who put the eyes on you? If a nigga never gave you an opportunity, then you just would have been opportuneless. You know, you wouldn't. So it's always a yin to the yang. It ain't just always bad. So that's how I look at it. I think Gucci, the more I think about it and the more I look at it, like his situation, he get a bad rap. Because guess what? Before Gucci Man started dealing with Memphis rappers, nobody never said he was a bad CEO. Like nobody in Atlanta never complained about this shit. And all the rappers that done been through his hands, the thugs, the ooh, he let them out their contracts. It didn't work out. A nigga wasn't saying he was a bad CEO. Maybe Walker. Well, hold on. My bad. I could be corrected. The old Brick Squad, they talked about some shit. Waka Flocka, Waka Flocka. So my bad. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. It done been some talks about Gucci Man, CEO ethics in the past. For sure, Miss Muffin. But I don't understand why people blame Gucci for other people's choices. Gucci didn't do what he was supposed to do. He just put him on the label. He ain't promote him. Ooh, he ain't do that. He ain't do that. He ain't do that. So y'all was more happier when he was just in the neighborhood. What about Gucci came and took you away from your situation, got you out the hood? Whether it work out or not. What about that? What about just the opportunity? That's what I'm saying. People don't even appreciate the opportunity anymore. What about the opportunity? In the real world, if you not generating any money or don't really have a buzz from this shit and the nigga come snatch you up and put you in a situation, that speaks more so than anything. Now I can understand if a nigga stealing from you. That's a big difference. But I'm saying if I put money behind you and it just don't work out. That's how I look at it, man. Just what about the opportunity? Are we even thankful anymore? Just imagine somebody that's never been out their city, never been out their neighborhood, and a complete stranger just take them on a trip. It's gonna fuck you up. You're gonna fuck your world. Man, I ain't never been outside my city, outside my hood, outside nothing. Man, just gave me an opportunity to see something different. Like I said, but opportunity. A lot of boundaries and shit. I feel like get crossed. A lot of things get left behind just because people simply forget about the opportunity that nigga gave them. You know what, my bro did some bullshit, but my did give me an opportunity. He did allow me to, ooh, like, I don't know. And I ain't saying this for everybody, because it's different strokes for different folks. But I'm just saying the narrative that he's just a terrible CEO. He do this, he do that. He should pay for this. He should pay for that. Like I said, I think families, parents, they should be more prone to making sure their kids have life insurance, afterlife costs, expenses. Cause truth be told, let me say this. If we just trying to bury someone, right? How much do it really take to bury them? Now, if you want to bury them like Christopher Wallace, it's different. But if we just trying to give them the standard burial, how much do that cost? If we want to get them the social media burial, then that motherfucker that might be 50. But if we just want a casket, rent out the church, flowers, uh, uh, programs, program, 10 to 12 thousand. Hers, 10 to 15 thousand, man. They said they only got a check for 10. And we're not just really speaking on Gucci, but I'm just saying in general, how much do it cost? If we just the typical person, oh, somebody just died and we got to bury them. The family got to bury him. And we just trying to think about the most cost efficient way to bury this loved one. A regular funeral here starts off around 15 to 20. That means somebody ain't supposed to be buried. If a regular funeral start off at 10 to 15, at 10, 15 to 20,000, that ain't a regular person they burying. That's somebody that want their family to, you know, they want them to go out in style. But if you can't bury me for 10,000, man, listen, man, don't even do it. That's too goddamn much. That ain't his fault. What about everybody else that should be looking out for him? I'm just asking. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm just the CEO. I'm not no fucking life counselor. I'm not no therapist. Scarhead or any before I sign these men, they already come to me fully loaded. They come to me with issues. Why nobody else ain't looking out for them? Why nobody else ain't looking out for them? This a business. This a fucking business. I got other artists. I got a little ice. I got a wife. What is wrong with y'all? That's some shit your mama do. That's a mama love. That's what I'm saying. Mama's supposed to have life insurance on all that shit they saying that the CEO is supposed to be doing. Man, when you get into this business world, man, ain't no nigga your mama, ain't no nigga your daddy. That's what's wrong with people. How the fuck I supposed to be looking out for you and you got a habit? When he was by himself, he called himself Rich Junkie. I never seen him do that shit around Gucci. Respectfully though. Yes. I never when I seen Scar around Gucci, he was on his shit. When he was back in his element that he was more, you know what I'm saying, in his element. If you want to be real, when he was around Gucci, he was on point. But like I said, when a nigga got their own motion, can reach in their pocket 20, 30, 40, 50,000, bank account 100,000, need fast whips. I already had a little juice before rap. Man, look, I can't control that shit. All I can do is give a nigga some sane advice. Yeah, every time he was around Gucci, man wasn't looking. He looked like he was supposed to look, and you could tell from my point of view that Gucci was fond of Star. Like he wasn't no artist that motherfuckers say Gucci didn't work with. Gucci, I feel like Gucci was working with Star. He's saying, "Oh yeah, I got some here. I got some here." So I feel like they was at that point where, hey, you know what? He might not have made too much off of Scar, but he made enough to where he probably wasn't gonna drop him. If you're saying it should be. So I'm just trying to see like, can one man really be blamed too much or what? Like I said, Gucci, I didn't grow up listening to Gucci. Gucci was out, but he wasn't my favorite rapper or artist or shit like that. I've been a Lil Wayne fan for a minute, but I respect his hustle. Shiesty can't blame Gucci. They was saying Dirty had him. Man, wherever that shit came from, all I'm saying is they said Gucci was supposed to stop that shit. How? You supposed to have niggas around, loved ones and shit like that knew you before Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Gucci just came and put some money in your pocket, highlighted your situation, put you on the next level. I ain't know you personally like that, man. And that go for all the rest of the artists that he had. I don't know y'all personally like that. No nigga like that, man. I'm moving around, sad and niggas. I don't know a man got a history of this, a female, a woman got a history of that, a history of that. Now you get on my roster. Now I got a baby. So I'm supposed to do this. Gucci, man, what? Damn, this shit is stressful. Some motherfucking group home. Hell going on? Shit a business. That's all I'm saying. This shit a business. Y'all asking that man to take on two. That motherfucker say 1017 records, not 1017 outpatient outreach. That motherfucker don't say that. It don't say 1017 outreach. Ready know it. That's what I'm saying. What it do? What it do? Motherfucker don't say 1017 outreach, man. Outpatient care. It don't say that. That motherfucker say 1017 records, man. They folks rapping over there, bro. The folks trying to sell records, man. Damn, man. Y'all steady trying to turn 1017 into a medical facility. That man selling records, man. Y'all steady trying to turn Gucci into a counselor. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. All I'm saying, if my son was bad as hell, already running around Memphis, be straight up. Big Walk took advantage of his, and he ain't complain. Matt Critter didn't boo-hoo about it. FTO said they ain't boo-hoo about it. Hey, man, listen. You was on the label. At the end of the day, you was having underground success. When you got on the independent label, it didn't translate to where we thought it was. That's all it was. It business. It business. The fuck you get hard feelings in business, man? Like I said, my son was out here living a life of thugging, drugging. All of a sudden, a nigga come around and give him 50, 60, a chain, a car, and put him in a little deal. Man, all right. Now we counting this pocket. Oh, he ain't do this. What was he just doing, y'all? What was the man? What was the kids just out here doing? Were they being productive before he came? We our own worst critics, though. You know, we our own worst critics, though. That's all nigga. Come on, man. That's all a nigga need. You hear me? A starter kit. But if you fuck the bag up and you ain't selling, it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look like ain't nobody fucking with you. You fucked your little huncho up, and all you got is jewelry and a little. You got to go back to bowls and whatever. It's gonna look like you know you struggling. It's gonna look like that, man. When them folks give your ass that car and that little cash, it ain't for you to run through it. Keep flogging. That's your setup, man. Come on. Get you some little, get you some little weed, so you ain't gotta be selling. You ain't gotta be banning from no nigga. Keep that shit going, man. Make music, bro. But when you get your money and you got 12 habits, I don't give a fuck who you is, and you ain't got it like that. You getting in the game with them rich nigga habits. You get in the game, you got to get the pills, you got to have the drink, you got to have the rapper weed. They started calling this shit rapper weed. I remember my nigga used to call me, yeah, I got that rapper weed. What is rapper weed? That's how they try to bust you up. Yeah, truth, I got rapper weed. I know you want that shit, boy. You rapper weed. Yeah. Rapper weed. How much did it cost? Damn, Star. Rapper. That's Star the first nigga I ever heard with rapper weed. Star came to the neighborhood to my he had rapper weed. Yeah, I know you want that rapper weed. Man, hell nah. I don't even I'm through rapping. I don't even rap no more. Hell no, I don't want no rapper weed. This what everybody I don't want to do what everybody doing. I don't want no rapper weed. Cause you gotta keep up. This some shit where you gotta keep up. Rapping and you gotta keep up. for they buy a fake chain. Yeah, as a former artist, man, they had to pay people for their work. I wasn't free. They paid me for getting, you know what I'm saying, Drake. Man, I'm telling you, this shit is an expense. And one thing I know, so here you go now. Remember, you independent. Then he signed you, he give you a little money. When you independent, I done told y'all, man. When I got out of jail, I got pictures. You can go back and look. I know I done spent 150,000 trying to make it in this rap shit just to look good. Not even trying to make it. A nigga really spent 150,000 on the look. Just imagine if you was really spending 150,000 on the work. A nigga spent 150,000 on the image. Nigga ain't even spending the money the right way. You spending the money to keep up, is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you can't continuously do this shit, you're playing. So when a label, it don't matter if a nigga puts my Gucci still Gucci. He got the name. So you don't have to do all this shit no more. Fuck keeping up. You got the platform. You got the platform, now perform. As simple as that. He gave you your starter kit, your chain, your watch, a car, beats, a setup, a little cash. Make that shit work. Start worrying about what the next rapper doing. Cause most niggas rapping, you spending money. It's only a few niggas that's really getting money out here, out this shit. A lot of these guys that you see going in the podcasting there, you know why? Cause they wasn't making no money rapping. They was spending more money on this shit. Same setup I have, sitting in the car, all my chains on. Now you see these guys with in the studios with all their jewelry on. They had to pay for this shit. They learned I wasn't getting no money off rap. I ain't do nothing but spend millions and millions from here. Let me try to get some of this shit back now. I ain't been doing nothing but tricking. That's all they doing is tricking. It just look good. But if you ain't actually eating off that shit, you tricking. You just spending money to be around. So, like I said, when you get signed, man, you nigga really probably be working. But they be worried about what the next. It's so many rappers, especially in the Eye City, who at the time got turned, got the bag. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So it's easy for you to look at your situation because you got people. You got people that'll tell you that if you a rapper and you ain't got nothing but $100,000, you broke. You ain't successful. But these same dumbass people don't understand that if you getting paid off your talent, if you really understand it, you winning in life. If you getting paid off your talent, you winning in life. But they'll compare you. Oh, man, you broke. You ain't doing, man. It ain't meant for everybody to be this. It's levels to everything. But if you can get up and generate money off of your talent, you winning in life. And people don't get this shit though. I would love to be able, I don't know what, I guess because my channel kind of little YouTube, I'm taking a hit from YouTube. They ain't promoting me right now like they should. You did. But I would love to be able to make a substantial amount of money off my talent. I wouldn't complain. Give me 100,000. Too. I ain't dumbing my shit down, but I'm just saying people will compare you and tell you because it's rappers out here that's multi-millionaires, and these be the motherfuckers who got everyday jobs. Just like people that play ball overseas. You got niggas that want to hoop. They want to get paid off their talent. But because you're not in the NBA, a person will tell you you ain't successful, you ain't made it. But the nigga probably made a couple million overseas or 100,000 every year or some shit like that to where it's prosperous. They winning from it. They getting paid off their talent. But you have other people, man, that shit ain't. Shh. It's always comparing, competing. Yeah, unsubscribe. and subscribe. But I just wanted to come on here and just, like I said, ask a few questions about WAP, man. I know a lot of people feel like, bro, a terrible CEO, and I can understand it. But at the same time, like I said, I feel like a lot of people miss the whole point. A lot of people miss the whole point. And guess what? Everybody, everybody that Gucci man signed, let's talk about this. This how you can tell the real shit, right? Just think about Gucci man old artists, his old label. And everybody that he let go, they went on to be superstars, right? In their own right. The Young Thug, Pee Wee Longway did his thing. The Migos, they did their thing. The Migos, they did their thing. After Gucci, right? So if this shit really for you, then that light Gucci put on you, it don't matter who you with. Somebody else should want you. Like I said, it's about the opportunity. If you really that thing, somebody else gonna want you. Somebody, if you went on 1017, it don't matter if you wasn't, if you really that thing, somebody else gonna come get you. If he took an opportunity on you, why nobody else will or won't? How he kill your career? Most of these niggas still in their prime, in their 20s. Just feel like we gotta make it make sense though. Was a lot of these guys just good rappers that he gave a chance to and it didn't work out? Or was everybody superstars and he just fucked their career up? Was everybody superstars and he fucked their career up? Or were these guys good rappers and he gave him a chance? That's all I want to know, y'all. If he signed you, somebody else will sign you. If you that thing. Or did he just take a chance on him? All right, then, man. Man, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Just wanted to come through. I'm gonna get y'all a little, you know, move around. Put my feet on the ground. I was looking for that. I was looking for that. I was looking for that. But we'll probably jump back on this jump tonight. Smart. Some artists not making it. Man, come on, man. Man, they constantly telling you this shit is a business. You gotta learn the business too. But I'm out of here, man. I will get with you bloomers later. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Love, love, love. Y'all be easy.